Am I really gonna put myself on the internet looking like this? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Today's video I thought I would do a bit of an updated morning routine because I don't think I've done one in a while and a few things have kind of switched around in what we generally do in the morning. I know I look like death, and I look like death because I am running on little sleep and I feel like crap. So I've got a bit of a cold, I'm a little bit under the weather, and honestly I just think it's all just catching up to me how busy the last few weeks have been, and I'm just a little bit run down. Avery has also not been sleeping very well at all. Last night she didn't settle until 3:30 in the morning, and I was up until about 2:30 with her, and then Josh got up and finally managed to get her to sleep. So yeah, very tired, but I still had to kind of get up this morning. Well, I mean, Avery woke up anyway, she didn't really lie in for that long, but it is a little bit of a later start for us. It is currently 8:30, so Avery has just had her meds, the boys are just having breakfast. Luckily there's no school today. It's kind of like a teacher training day, which is actually really needed because I could do without the morning rush of getting Zach into school. Yeah, a little bit later start for us. Normally she would have had her meds by 7:30 or even 7, but I let her sleep until she wanted to. She didn't really wake up that much later. She was awake by about 8. Even if she wasn't, I would have had to get up anyway because I can't leave her morning meds go too long. They kind of need to stay around the same time as they normally are. Anyway, so yeah, Avery's just had her meds. I'm just letting them settle. She is a little bit whingy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping that that is just morning grumpiness and it's not gonna last all day because I don't think I could cope with it today. Boys are just having breakfast, and what you would have seen so far this morning is basically how the first part of our morning goes, and that is normally generally the same. That is kind of a routine that happens every single morning, every single day, whether it's a weekday, weekend, and that is I will get up to Avery, I'll change her nappy and turn off her SATS monitor, and then I will give her stoma site a clean and change her button cover. I've gotten into the habit of doing that in the morning first thing because I like to change the button pad twice a day because it's fabric, and fabric can harvest a little bit more bacteria than the old adhesive absorbent pads that she had before. And then yeah, then it's time to give her meds. I am giving her Yakult in the morning now with her meds, just to help with her gut motility. It was recommended by her gastroenterologist, and the dietitian said Yakult works fine as a probiotic, so that is what we're doing. And yeah, normally in this time I kind of like to leave half an hour between Avery's meds and feed. So normally in this time I would just kind of get started with things I need to do, make the bed. Normally I would be sorting the boys' clothes out, but I don't need to do that today. I think I'm gonna leave them two in their pajamas today just because I want to chuck them in the bath in a bit. So but yeah, I think I'm just gonna make the bed, get some clothes out for Avery maybe. Her feed will be in about half an hour, and then I usually use the time that she's being fed to get dressed. So that's the plan for the morning, but honestly all I want to do is crawl up back in bed because I'm so tired, but it's fine. I don't know what's going on with her sleep, guys. Honestly, her sleep has been terrible the last couple of weeks. The night before last, she didn't sleep until 1 in the morning. Last night it was 3:30. Like, I really hope this doesn't continue. I don't know if because she's been doing so well developmentally recently, if it's kind of to do with that, or if it's teething, or if she's just being naughty because she's gotten so used to being held. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't know how much longer I can do it. Avery's feed has finished. I'm feeling a little bit more put together now, but honestly, I still feel like crap. Anyway, I would rather feel like crap and be busy in the morning than feel like crap and be busy in the evening, because the evening is usually the time that I crash. So I am going to prep dinner for tonight. Now, we're gonna have stew. So I'm gonna do it in the slow cooker because then it can cook all day, and by this evening when I'm feeling tired and just run down, it'll be done, it'll be ready. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Honestly, I don't use the slow cooker a whole lot, but Josh really likes stew and the boys like it too, and when there's a meal that both Josh and the boys will eat, I try and fit it into our weekly meal plans now and again. I'm a pasta lover. I could eat pasta for breakfast and lunch every single day. Josh doesn't like pasta, so that limits a lot of what I would normally eat, because I don't want to cook myself one thing and then cook something else for Josh. So yeah, he will eat pasta on occasion if I make a pasta bake or something, but a lot of the meals that I find online, a lot of them pasta based as well, so finding meals isn't the easiest, but stew is always a hit in the household. Normally I would make my own dumplings. This time I'm cheating. I found frozen dumplings in Tesco, so that is what I'm using this time. I've got to chop all the veg. Like, honestly, this morning I just really can't be bothered to do anything. Stew is cooking, and I've also just mapped out our meals for next week, so I need to get that food shop done this morning, ready to be delivered tomorrow. We're doing deliveries now just because it's easier, but yeah, so I'm just gonna pick out some clothes for Avery, get her in some fresh clothes. I did want to show you these new bows that I bought. So I wanted some bigger bows for Avery, and I mean, do I really need any more bows? Does she really need any more bows? Probably not. Do I care? Not really. But I wanted some bigger bows because I like the bigger bows that she's got, but I don't really have many colours, and I saw these on Amazon. They're nice and big, and I think what I like about these the most is the colours are all quite muted. I mean, there's some pretty bright colours in there, don't get me wrong, but there's some really nice muted colours. Like, this isn't a bright yellow, it's kind of more like a mustard, and this is more of a forest green instead of a bright green. And I really like this, like, kind of taupey beige colour. That's really, really nice. Also, they're like a felt fabric, and all of her bows at the moment are kind of like that grosgrain ribbon type fabric. So I just thought these were a little bit different and really nice. But yeah, I found them on Amazon. I will link to them below. They are really adorable. I love them so much. What to wear today? We're not going anywhere and I want her to be comfortable because she's probably very tired today. I think we're just gonna go super simple with this little set. Really comfortable and soft for her. And I might try and test out these bows today. So, oh, this colour might work actually. Yeah, that colour goes perfect. Do I try pigtails? Maybe I will, just to see what they look like. So this is Avery's new neck support. It looks like a life vest in my opinion, but I've just had a thought. 'Cause what we're using this for is basically to take some pressure off of her head when we're trying to get her to focus on other things like using her hands and stuff. Because keeping her head up can use a lot of her energy, but I've just had a thought, maybe it will help keep her head up so that I can actually do her hair without her flailing all over the place. So I'm gonna give it a go. Oh, where have you gone? Where have you gone? We are gonna do some tummy time. Oh dear, I need to get our food shop order done. And Avery's actually been tolerating tummy time much more over the last week or so. She's lasting in this position much longer, which is really good. And yeah, obviously she is working hard at being on her tummy with her head control and stuff. So while I do our food shopping order, you're going to chill on your tummy for a little bit, aren't you? Yeah. So it is time for Avery's next feed. I feel like this morning has just flown by. Either that or I've just been on a go slow because I know I have my body. You know when sometimes you just feel like your body just won't move the way you want it to? My body is on a real go slow today. I'm just very tired. Very run down, and obviously this cold isn't helping. I went upstairs a minute ago because my mum called me and I had a quick chat with her about Eli's appeal actually, which is coming up. I don't hold high hopes just because of the whole infant class rules, because he's technically in an infant class because he's in year 2. Apparently they don't take into consideration personal circumstances. They're more just reviewing that the school has gone through the process correctly. So I'm feeling a little bit nervous about that and incredibly nervous about what I do next if he doesn't get into the school. But yeah, I was having a chat with my mum and I looked in the mirror and noticed my lips were a bit blue as well. So I don't know if because of this cold and just being run down, my blood oxygen levels are a bit low. I should probably connect myself to Avery's stats monitor to check. Anyway, Avery's having her feed a little bit late. As a matter of fact, it's no longer morning. It's actually just gone 12. Yet the camera is still rolling. And the reason that is because normally on a normal day her feed would be at 11:30. So her second feed is normally in the morning, but obviously she had her feed a little bit late this morning because she woke up late because she went to bed so late. So yeah, our routine has been shifted a little bit, but again, we don't really have a solid routine for all of the morning. What you saw first thing this morning, kind of up until Avery's feed and just after Avery's feed, that normally stays the same. I go into her, change her bum, do her stomach care. She'll have her meds and her Yakult. I'll make the beds, I'll get the boys' stuff ready. and whatnot, and then I'll hook her up to a feed, and then I'll get dressed for the day, and then usually by the time I've got everything done and on a school day Zach's ready for school and stuff, her feed's finished and it's time to take Zach to school. Sorry guys, just had to change the battery on my camera because it was bleeping at me. But yeah, so up until that point usually our mornings are pretty much clockwork, exactly the same. After the school run is usually when it differs, or should I say after Avery's feed in general is usually when it differs, because the boys don't go to school on weekends. On weekdays it is usually a mix of me getting all of my little jobs done, doing some therapies with Avery and home learning with Eli. That is obviously on a school day, but today is an inset day, and apparently it was also an inset day for the school that Eli's technically still registered in, their old school as well. So I've decided no home learning today. I could really do with a break, and next week it's actually half term, so I'm hoping that just gives me a bit of a chance to rest and recover a little bit, if Avery decides that she would like to sleep through the night again, which would be very, very nice, baby girl. But yeah, so I'd probably say what you saw, what you've seen today is kind of more like what a morning routine on a weekend would look like. Today is obviously a Friday, but the boys aren't in school. The only difference is that Josh is at work. And so yeah, mornings are definitely the busier time of day for me, just because of my personal preferences. I like to be busy in the morning. I like to get my to-do list done in the morning, because I'm one of these people that I can't sit still if I know there's something that's got to be done. So if I get all of my jobs done first thing as early as I can, then when I'm doing therapies with Avery, when I'm doing learning with Eli, you know, when I'm sitting down with Avery, stuff like that, I haven't got in the back of my mind, oh, I need to get up and, you know, fold this washing, I need to get up and put this load of washing on, I need to get up and, yeah. So the only job that I always do leave until the afternoon is the dishes, and that is just because I don't like to waste water doing dishes all through the day. I'd rather do them once around midday and then once in the evening after dinner. So but yeah, that's basically just me rambling on about what my morning routines are like, but you've essentially just seen it all. I hope you enjoyed it and got a little bit of insight into what our mornings are like with this little madam. I am gonna close this video off here. I know it's probably a bit short, but that is purely because it is a morning routine video, which means it's only half of the day. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, my videos seem to be a lot longer recently. That isn't intentional, that is just me honestly thinking that I haven't got enough footage to make a full video, and then it turns out I've got a 40 to 50 minute video. But let me guys know let me know if you enjoy the longer videos, or you prefer kind of more 20-minute videos that are easier to watch, I suppose. Personally, for me, I guess it depends on the video. I haven't quite got the knack of kind of figuring out how much footage and estimating how much footage I've actually got yet. I just kind of find out when I actually import all of my footage into the laptop and start editing it. So, oh, and by the way guys, aren't the bows adorable? They are absolutely beautiful. I will link to them in the description box. They were really inexpensive. I think the entire pack, and I think they came with like 20 bows. I think it was like £10, so really inexpensive, and they just look so stinking cute. Yes, they do. If you did enjoy the video, then please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. It really helps to support my channel. And with that said, I will see you guys in a few days, hopefully feeling a little bit better with another video. Bye guys.